Here's part 8. Cutting in the middle of the second Wily level.
Laggy frame rate is left.
Yeah. Die.
Shatter. Oops.
JMC test player criticized me for putting that, or I guess Fab as it were, putting that saw blade down in that corner there.
I thought that was a hilarious part of Mega Man 4.
Likewise, he thought that was just terrible level design though. But yeah, I thought that was funny.
Just got this enemy that's trapped in this stupid little room. I think most classic fans would appreciate that little reference. Had design issues in that last room, having to go over to the left so that the view would line up properly. Yeah. Had a couple of those issues throughout the game.
Some may think flame fusion's not particularly useful with this slow attacking and all, but that flame wave destroys almost every bullet in the game, so it really works as a handy shield. Of course, Metal Man's weakness, so he's obliterated. And now we're coming up on the second Ruby Spears Mega Man cartoon Wily boss, who in the cartoons is actually a good guy.
His name is Uncle Jet.
Uncle Jet.
And he would do anything for his show.
Yeah, and a strange inside joke sort of circumstances, he is a crazed sugar addict, and the untold story is he's working for Wily for sugar, and yeah, he's trying to run you over for it.
And that is his flying car as shown in the cartoon. Look at that guy, he's hulking.
I love how this battle turned out. I think it's very good, fast pace. Shot him in the face once for good measure. Yeah, you defeat him by either killing him or his car, whichever. Car's easier though.
Anything for my sugar.
Awesome.
I had a lot of trouble coming up with this level. I couldn't decide its music or its graphics. I probably ripped I don't know how many different level graphics and then decided not to use it. And then finally recovering these ones from Mega Man 6. They were originally like a bright pink and looked terrible. But I took these colors and I love how this tile set turned out. And I was originally opposed to using this music because it was in the first SuperDanny, but it was a secret music in the first SuperDanny, so I figured it was okay and put the two together, and I love how this level turned out, so...
Has a lot of atmosphere.
Yeah. Very Mega Man 3-ish flair, I think, with the combination. Everyone's favorite.
Oh, this is great. Watch this. He blows it. He blows it and catches it. I thought that was great.
Yeah, it's easier to just do it naturally, but yeah, whatever works. And of course, if you think about it and that part's too hard for you, the mummy without the head, invincible to spikes, just obliterates those things. Here's the final dock robot, who is not easy, so weapon is usually a must.
Easy enough that way.
Yep. You notice I have 8 D-tanks, I haven't used one yet.
If you're having trouble with that spike fall, don't forget the mummy.
Yeah, it's fun to stand on the spikes and look at the graphic transition. Which is heading up to another Ruby Spears Mega Man cartoon boss, which I bet anyone who's seen the cartoons can probably guess by this point what's coming up.
It might not be that easy.
You know, the enemies are pretty suggestive of it. Oh yeah, that wasn't the last dock robot this is. It's not easy either. Even people who haven't seen the cartoons have probably heard about the Lion Men at some point or another. It is the famously most terrible episode of the cartoons. And I love the touch of SuperDanny gets turned into a lion if you get touched by the beam. Doesn't happen if you're in the costume or as a cross fusion, but SuperDanny himself will become a lion.
Which is, of course, what happens in the episode whenever a human being gets zapped. But Mega Man, being a robot, is exempt from the beam. And if you've seen the episode, you will recognize these lions. The lioness is on the beach and the business suit lion.
The sweatsuit lion was an original, but we liked how it looked, so it stayed. Yeah, these are all the Lion Men, and up there is their leader, Tar.
This seemed like it was going to be a pretty just crazy, silly battle, but it turned out to be pretty intense, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's doable without the weapon, but it's not easy. Oh, and this is great. One-hit knockout, mummy head, because the lions were originally mummies in the episode, and then they get turned into mummies again at the end of the episode, so that's a weakness.
Oh, you gave it away.
And that about wraps up part 8. Getting near the end of Wily.